This is the hardest move to find in chess. Nope, he plays the wrong one. He's gonna win on time, but the hardest move in chess. Okay, let's watch some of the lower rated games. It's not the turn director. Okay, so wait, I didn't why am I follow? I don't want to follow Benjamin. I want to follow lower rated games. Okay, let's follow some lower rated games. Let's watch a game between two 1700s. Wait. Oh, this is Le Bon Cloud. Okay, White's going for the prize. Marok from Iran is going for the Bon Cloud prize here to be the first person to win with the Bon Cloud. If you're the first person to win the Bon Cloud, I think you get $25. There's also the most knights checkmate as well. A bunch of random prizes here. How do you know the winners? Because chess.com is going to go and look at the standings and look at the ratings and tabulate it all. That's why. It started, but it's not letting me play. You might have too few games, or you didn't hit start game. You might have too few games, but if you're registered, the game should be starting. Should be starting. Probably rook d2 to guard the pawn, I would guess. I hit legit says starting. Chess.com bugging out. You should get a game. If you don't get a game in the next like probably minute or so, then there will be an issue. But I would, because also sometimes chess.com to start these days, it doesn't auto pair right away. So don't freak out. If you don't have a game within like a minute though, then I would be worried. Of course, this is also 3+2, not 3-0. So games take much longer as well. We got rook to e4. Okay, so black's trying to go bishop d6 to hit the pawn on f4. Try to refresh and delete cookies. Yeah. Just refresh. Bishop d6 is apparently a blunder here. Oh, because white can take c6 in the position. Okay. c5. If takes, black is a great position. Look at the rook and the bishop combining here. Combine this with the 3 pawn chain here, the pawn chain. Black should be winning. Just hit 1337. Awesome. That's great to hear. Is chat dead? I don't. Something happened. Yeah, chat was really moving, and it did slow down a lot suddenly. So I don't know. Maybe something happened. I'm not sure. Bon Cloud is gonna fail, I think. So we get rook to b1 being played here to hit the pawn on b7. Yep, bishop to e2. Rook to e4 maybe. Bishop e5, bishop d4. Also an idea here. Let's see what white does. Yeah, rook d4 also an idea to go rook d2 as well. Of course, this is 3+2, so the games can go much longer. So we probably should just already move around. So 3-0, the games are going to be really quick. Let's move around. Let's take a look at this game. 1495. Okay, black is trying to checkmate. Black has a lot of extra firepower here. Extra rook, queen, and knight. Should be checkmate. King e3. There should be a checkmate here. It says 0-0. I guess I'll have to start. Okay, refresh and like cancel and hit start new game again. Just hit cancel, start new game. You should get a game. Queen f2. Nice checkmate here from this 1500. Let's move around. Next game. Okay. Get C5. Excellent move here, by the way, because of the double stack threat on the file. Or C4, CD4. A lot of ideas. Let's take a look at the overall standings. Are the usual guys up to this fast start? They are not. It's still very early. Also, with 3+2 with increment added, the winning score is going to be a lot lower, I think, in this one. You're playing. Okay, good job. Good job. You're playing. Good luck. Hisham, good luck. Takes, black and take, probably. Take the pawn, start pushing the P. E5 also potentially very, very strong. Was E5 best? It was best, yeah. Okay, rook B3. I mean, black can just keep pushing the P up the board here. It should be very, very good for black. At 91, probably D3 is very strong as well. Good night, Hikaru. Have a good night. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, now black's pushing the P, and this is just going to be a GG very soon. Or wait, no, you can still block, I guess. Not over immediately. Rook C1, excellent idea. These guys are playing well, actually. Why do I only farm players under 3,000? Why are you so scared? What do you mean, why am I so scared? I play Title Tuesday. I won Title Tuesday yesterday. And I also scored 10 out of 11 in the late one where Magus was on fire. I'm afraid? No, but if you ask me why I farm, I mean, there are a couple of reasons that I farm. But I would say first and foremost, D2 and Rook C1's incoming here. But if you ask me about farming, I mean, there's nothing against it, first of all. Secondarily, what I would say about farming, Rook C1's a nice way to end the game, is that, you know, like, I mean, I'm kind of annoyed, you know, when I look at things in retrospect. I think it's a shame that someone's been allowed to say so much nonsense, and they frankly haven't been sued or anything else for it. And so I kind of also want to do it to prove a point. Like, I also want to do it to just flat out prove a point. Like, I want to set 40 game streaks. I want to make a complete mockery of everything that someone has said, because they really haven't faced punishment for what they did. So yeah, if you ask us, that's a large part of it too. Yes, okay, dude. Let's mods, let's have a ban. Like, thank you for being an idiot. Yeah. Thank you for being an idiot. I mean, it's a free world. Like, I mean, like, I play Title Tuesday. I'm so afraid of all these players. That's why I play Title Tuesday, right? Yeah. Shame. It's a shame that people can be so stupid sometimes. Yeah, it's just a shame. It's a shame. Okay, Rook A1's a very important move, by the way. Otherwise, I think White King might be getting checkmated. So, yeah. Yeah, E6 still very strong with a lot of mating threats here. The only danger is now you open up a diagonal potentially where black can try to attack. Let's unfriend him. Yes, exactly. Yeah. You 3,500 is not going to happen, because I'll tell you why 35 is not going to happen. It's not going to happen because I'm not. I would tell you what I would tell you guys about farming is I think up to about 2840-ish there probably are people that I can just beat like 10 in a row that I can adopt. But once you start getting like 2850, I don't think there are very many of those players left, if any at all, where I can just win 10 games without having to really try hard. So I don't really see it happening. I think if I really pushed my absolute hardest, I could maybe get to 3450 if I found just the right opponents at just the right time. But realistically, I mean, it's very unlikely. I think my goal is I am going to play some on stream, I should say, on Friday and Saturday, and I'm going to try to get my rating to like 3420 if I can. And if I get there, then it's like, okay, that's good enough. No more trying. Like, that's life. But it's mostly the 2850 level range. Once you get there, I just don't think there are people that I can win every game against. It's Rook A8 here, by the way. Get to you. Can I join the tournament? Of course you can. Here's the link to join the tournament. There's the link to join the tournament, Lukey. Nice one for White. Let's move along. Take a look at some of the other games. Let's take a look at this game. It's actually a draw here. Apparently there's a repetition, I guess. Check. But will White check on C5? Hard to know. Hard to know if white will check. Oh wow, he found rook g1. Actually, now it's a game. White's gonna win this queen on g5 here. White's gonna win the queen. This will be an interesting finish. You can take and check the king. You can also just move the queen to check. We can't join. It says too many games played. Too many or too few games? You mean too few or too many? You must mean too few. Too few, I think. But I could be wrong. Okay, probably rook c8, maybe queen e1 here to stop the check. Queen e1's an excellent move, by the way. Excellent move to stop rook g1. Excellent move. Queen e3 still stops the checkmate. Rook g3 was checkmate, by the way. He missed rook g3. Rook g3 was checkmate. He missed it. Okay, let's move on. Next game. Let's take a look at another lower rated game. Okay. This looks shockingly like a real game between Mysterious and Sunken Spolaire. Taguchi Piano. Very real opening. Very, very real game. Very good game from both players. Pretty good so far from both players. What is your favorite place to visit in Japan? Without a doubt, my favorite place to visit in Japan is Kyoto. Not even a question, actually. It's easily Kyoto. Get rook to e1. Good move, stopping the fork with the knight here to fork the king and the queen. b5. Both players playing this very, very well here. Probably bishop takes or pawn takes. Bishop takes probably the best move here. Both players playing very well. You can go to sleep, but you won't win money. Do I think 10% average yearly growth in Nasdaq SP is realistic? No, I don't. I don't. I think the PE, I mean, I don't know what the PE is, right? I mean, I should check. I can check this very easily. Like, let me see, what's the PE? Let me see. So yeah, assuming this is correct, the PE of the SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF, is 27.38. And I don't know if that's correct, but with the price to earnings at 27.38 versus an average, I think is usually between like 15 to 17. I somehow I don't see it, but I could be wrong. I mean, over the next 10 years, I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay. Both players, by the way, in this game have played very, very well. I mean, we're way above the historical average, which I know everyone's, you know, the thing is, it's very easy to be like, this time is different, but historically, you know, we always say that, and then the crash inevitably comes, and you're like, oh, well, I guess this time isn't different. So history usually doesn't lie. We got knight to e3 played. Okay, black can just take the juicer on c3 or trade the queens. Both moves are playable. Wrong sequence here, but it's still a game. Still a game. I mean, I would say objectively, I remain pretty long cash at the moment. I do buy stuff every month because that's what you should do with ETFs, but like I'm not overextending. Knight to e2. Let's see what white plays. King h2, king f2, both moves playable. I'd probably go to h2 personally, but f2 is also possible. h2 makes more sense just because you keep the lane open for the rook here. The rook is completely open on the lane. So let's see what we got. Knight d4, logical move. Bishop c4, excellent move here played by Sunken Spolaire to hit the pawn on f7. Excellent move. Excellent move. White's actually better here. I don't know why. Oh, there's some kind of... Oh, I think I understand why. It's very dank. Okay, knight d5 is a great move. Nice. It's a good game. Very, very good game by both players. And no, they're not cheating. Because there have been quite a few serious blunders by both sides. Hikaru, how many friends on chess.com? I've got like close to 95,000. As I said earlier, for everyone who's watching, checkmate, game over. As I said earlier, chess.com, apparently I have too many friends, which might be like causing actual problems on chess.com for some unknown reason, like, which is their fault, not mine. But if you suddenly see me unaccepting friends or something like that happening in mass, that's not me. That's chess.com basically covering up their own incompetence. So we get queen b2. Let's see what is played. King a5, king c5, checkmate on both squares with the king and the queen. There we go. That's checkmate. Move along. Let's take a look. Party chess is going to win this game. They're way too serious. I mean, I can refresh again and see if there are more friend requests that came in. Only 15 friend requests. Okay, let's click them all. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at some games. What time will I start the tip rank stream? That will be next week at some point. I'm not sure when. Okay, let's take a look. Do I ever talk to Danny about improving the website? I mean, many times I've said something, but like, they're a huge company at this point, and I mean, I can say I could shout from the rooftops about X, Y, and Z, but like, they're not gonna listen to me. I mean, it's one of the problems when a company becomes very big. When a company becomes very big, usually anything you say just gets ignored. So it's an unfortunate reality. It's like, you know, when you're at a startup, you know, if you were like Google, or not Google, like I'll use Amazon, like you're one of those like first 10 employees and you're working there alongside Jeff Bezos, and you're literally like boxing up packages and literally mailing them yourself. Like the whole feel is completely different than now, where like Amazon has what, like hundreds of thousands of employees, and like you're nobody. Like, so I would say it's akin to that, where it's like with chess.com, they become so big, they have so much staff that it's basically it's nothing really, you can say anything, and very often it just gets completely ignored. They don't even listen to what you're saying because they have too many people. Get rook b4 here to hit the pawns. If I chance to chance with Bone Cloud, I need to play it at the end. Probably someone already won the Bone Cloud prize, but I could be wrong. Well, I push for the next World Championship on Classical. I mean, I'm going to qualify for the candidates by rating, and then I'm going to give it everything I've got left in the tank in the candidates. It's like going to be like the last dance, basically. It's going to be my last dance. Just give it everything I have, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's not like I expect to win, but I'll give it everything that I have. Probably rook f7 here. Okay, this is just wrong because White's just going to push the p. The p just goes through. Great game by White. I hope your tank is big. I would say, actually, to give an analogy, I would say that my tank, it's like I've got like 15%. I've got like 15% battery, or the glass, you know, the hourglass is like 75-80% empty is what I would say. I don't have a lot left in the tank, but I think I have enough. Let's watch this game. Two players with the exact same rating, 1131. In common is name one chess player in pre-internet history with 10,000 friends. A friend system was made before the idea of celebrities with millions of followers. You might not know this, you guys, but chess.com is actually a relatively new site. Chess.com has only been around since like 2013. Maybe it was incorporated earlier, but it wasn't really a thing till like 2013. So White can take another pawn. You're acting like chess.com was created like 1980. You're acting like chess.com is like Microsoft or something. It's been around for like 50 years, and it's like, yeah. I think you're actually joking, by the way. I think you're trolling, but yeah, I mean, you're acting like you're acting like, you know, chess.com is from like like Microsoft's what, like 1978, I think, or something. Yeah. Let me refresh again. There we go. Accept a few more friend requests. There we go. We got rook a8. Let's see if we got rook takes a, rook takes 8, rook a1. We're rooting for you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Do it again. Rook b1. Excellent move. I mean, these games are really good, by the way. Really, really good games. Really, really good games. What am I gonna play? Play what? I mean, I'm not. Today is a very chill stream. This is an event for the masses. It's not for me to win prizes. I mean, it's kind of contradictory to play this to win prizes and like take chances away from other people. Like, this event's not about me. Okay, White's gonna win, so let's move around. Let's take a look at the standing. So Bach and Joseph Terra off to fast start. Jose is not up to fast start, even though he won. even though Jose won the first event, he's not off to a fast start in this event. So not a great start for Jose. Let's move along. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's take a look at Jose. Jose's playing 2300. He is winning this one. Let's move around. Let's keep going. Let's go down further down the scale. Let's watch this game. We got Camilla versus Nitish. White is up a knight here. White's up a knight. For anybody who also asks about like Anand or other people, you have to understand one important difference is that chess is a very different game than it was when Anand was playing, because you have so many more games that you play. Like, you're so much more active now than people like Anand were. When you look at Anand, for probably, I would say, up until his like mid-30s, he was not playing. I mean, he was playing a lot of turns, but he wasn't playing a huge volume the way that players today play. Like, today players will play like very oftentimes at least one major event a month, if not two. And in Vichy's time, I would bet for most of his career, probably till he was like in his mid-30s, I'm guessing he would play something like one major tournament every 2 months. So he didn't have the same wear and tear as like the younger generation, for sure. That's the first thing that's important to know. The second thing, of course, is that like I've been playing chess online for so many years, but very specifically in the last 5 years since the pandemic, I've played so many games online, and that also takes a lot out of the tank too. Let's watch another game. Black is up 2 pawns here. Future life beyond the yellow brick road. I'm here to watch you. I don't use kick, but you aren't playing. I have zero knowledge about chess. All your videos on YouTube. You're a number 2 player, best player in the world. Thank you so much, Asan Hussein. Thank you so much. It was really nice to hear. Yeah, I'm not playing this event specifically because it's for the mass, for guys like you to win prize money today. But I do stream quite often. Usually I am playing in tournaments, so I am generally very active. That's really nice to hear. Okay, black is only up 1 pawn, but the pawns are stacked, so it's a very complicated end game here. Very complicated. I think white's gonna win this game, by the way. If white finds king b4, I think white wins this game. I think white's gonna win the game. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, I think white's gonna win this game. Okay, mistake. Still a draw at perfect play, but I think white's gonna win this game. If white sees that the pawn can be captured, I think white's gonna win. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. I didn't realize white is so much lower rated though. Oh. Should have played b4. Hello Hikaru, if you were my grandfather, I'd lock you in my basement, force you to play chess 24 hours a day against me so I could get better. Yeah. Satan, or Satan I should say, says I started chess because of Anna, got entertained because of Levy, and got better because of you. So thank you all you guys. That's great to hear. Thank you. Yeah, when I look back on things now, the whole way chess evolved, I mean, I am a little bit sad. I can't pretend that I'm not. I mean, for me, it's probably weird to hear people. It's probably weird for people to hear me say this, but like on some level, I feel like I failed to some degree, just because the only person out of all the people that I tried to help who was able to stick with it and really become successful was Levy. So like on some level, I feel like I failed, even though I personally have had great success. The ecosystem itself is not as big as I feel like it should have been. So I feel like I kind of feel like I failed in a sense. Well, you should win this game. White doesn't see the right concept. It's gonna be a draw. This is the last event of the day. You're being too harsh. I mean, yes, I'm being too harsh on myself. I get what you're saying, but like on some level, when I look back on everything that has happened, I do feel really sad, because the only person who still is doing it, the only person who's been successful is Levy. Like everyone else that I tried to help is kind of like just gone away from it, or they do it very sporadically because it's not financially worth it anymore. I was looking for a game that's balanced. Pairings don't look super balanced. Let's pull up this one. Actually, this is a solidly balanced game. 1900 versus 2100. Why is it like what? I mean, I can tell you exactly why it is. I mean, basically, I would say that the only person who's successful is Levy, and Levy's very successful. He's not just kind of successful. He's very successful. I'm very successful. but kind of everybody else has kind of gone away from it pretty much completely. I guess Anna is successful, although she's I mean, to her credit, she's one of the few people who succeeded on her own. She was not someone who like I helped a lot or was really pushing away. So I mean, I have to give a lot of credit to her. But very specifically, I refer to people like the Botezes or Anna, like Anna Rudolph. I mean, she had great potential, I thought. And then I think she kind of got burned out. She had some mental health issues she had to deal with, and yeah, and that was it. And she just doesn't do it anymore at all. Botez is very, very similar. They still do it sometimes, but very sporadically. I've said before the exact reasons why, which is that just financially, it's just a very different world than it was in 2020 and 2021. I think what I would say is that, you know, whether it was luck, partially luck and just generally good planning, I think Levy and I were sort of the ones who kind of saw the writing on the wall of what was going on and where things would go a little bit better, and so we're really hyper focused on building the audience out in a different kind of way. Whereas I feel like some of the others, they were not very good at that. I mean, I'm not going to talk about successful, but I'm just going to say that, you know, like it's no. You're talking. I mean, I'm not going to get into specifics. Okay, when you're saying they're very successful, it's not like it was. So I'm not going to get into that, because whatever I say is it's either I'm going to say something I shouldn't say, or I'm going to say something and people are going to think that I'm being rude. So I'm just not going to say anything. Can we get Rook C6? Let's see what white plays here. Rook C3 is a move. A4 is a move. Get A4 here. White's trying to open up position. Maybe Rook C8, strong move. Okay, Black's doing fine. Let's move along. Let's see what else we have. I mean, I've spoken about. I'll tell you basically what I'll tell you guys is this: when you look at live streams, I've said this before, but I'm talking about Twitch, not Kick right now for a second. I've spoken about it before. When I've had 10,000 people watch my Title Tuesday streams on Twitch, my ad revenue over like 3 hours of running ads with 10,000 viewers, which is more than anyone else has by a big margin, is something like an average at most $200 an hour. So if you think about it from that standpoint, if you have streamers, I mean, like let's say Botez, for example, or Levy or something, if they're gonna have a maximum amount of viewership that's 5,000, like they're gonna be making $100 an hour from ads without sponsorships and without a big subscriber base. It's like not even comparable to what it was in 2020 or 2021. We get Knight C5 here. Black is much better. Let's see what gets played. Rook C8's an excellent move here to put pressure on the knight and play B6. Well, back then it wasn't actually about. First of all, like I'll give you an example. So when I was streaming on Twitch during the pandemic times, I usually had somewhere around 7,000 to 8,000 subscribers, if not more. That's just subscribers. It's not ad revenue. And now I think even if I streamed every single day on Twitch, which I won't do, but even if I were, I don't think I would ever crack more than 3,000 subscribers a month ever again. So that's already one thing that has changed dramatically, is that the audience is still there, but the subscribers and the support, it's completely different than it used to be. And that's not just a me thing, that applies to everybody in chess. You get Rook E4. Let's see what Black does. And then the second point that I said is that there were so many sponsorships. I mean, I'm not going to say specific ones, but there were sponsorships where I was getting like well into the 5 figures for like 1 or 2 hours, like just ridiculous money. There was even one where I got in 6 figures, which I'm not going to say, but there was one where I got paid six figures for like 2 hours, basically, of streaming. And there were a lot of those sponsorships that existed in 2020 and 2021. And they're gone completely. They're just gone completely. They don't exist at all anymore. And so like that's also a large part of why people like it's just completely different. Get Rook E1 played here. Let's see what Black will play. Get Knight takes B4, maybe Knight D3 here to hit the pawn and the rook. Hits everything. Hits everything. Rook C2 also apparently a good move. I don't know what Rook C3 is, but let's move on to another game. But if you think about it from that concept of like everybody having a lot of if I think about let's move on to another game. If you think about it from that context of like companies just like so many sponsorship opportunities, and then everybody having a much bigger sub base, like it was insane. Like it was insane. But none of that exists. Like sponsorships are gone completely. They don't exist in that way anymore. So we get Queen D6 here. White should have a checkmate somehow. Okay, white can queen the pawn actually, which is good enough. That's more than good enough. So white wins the game. Okay, checkmate in one. Queen takes rook. And I don't talk about, for anybody who's thinking like, oh, I'm flexing or something, I'm not talking about to flex. I'm basically, the reason I'm talking about it is because I think it's good that people understand how the ecosystem was and how it worked and why things are very, very different. It's like queen c5, queen a7, both good moves. Queen c5 is good enough to win the pawns. Here, let's move along to, let's take a look at the top results. Okay, so Yosef is leading. Let's watch a game between Yosef. Yosef's on 10 out of, let's watch this game quickly. Yosef is, he's not, maybe not going to win this game. How am I? I'm good. I'm good. Gukesh turned around a losing position and beat Fabiano. What else is new? But yeah, but anyway, the point that I was making is those sorts of things that existed in 2020 and to some degree in 2021, they're gone completely. So like if you're the whole model of how to make money from streaming, specifically in chess, I mean, it was more accidental than anything. Obviously we're all in that position, but if you think about it from that perspective, you know, it's something where like, if that's what built the base and you weren't really thinking about a world where that wouldn't be the case, then you end up in a situation where like streaming, just all of it doesn't make sense in the way that it once did. See what Joseph Taylor does here, because white also has some pawns that are pushing up the board. It's a very dangerous position for both sides to play. Very dangerous. White can create passed pawns on the queen side here. This is a very dangerous position for black. Like queen g6 loses because I push the p, and then I'm pushing my p and I get through here. White gets a queen. That's the problem. But white pushes a p. That's why you can't just trade the queens here. It's very, very dangerous because of these pawn breaks for white. That's actually why Joseph Taylor is thinking for a long time here. Also, there's a threat of queen g4 as well. There's also a big threat of this where again the pawns push through. I think this will be a draw. Wait, is this winning or not? Maybe it's, whoa, b5. You lose because it's a check. Oh, you just lose because it's a check. Okay, well now it gets interesting because that's going to kill Joseph Taylor's streak. So that puts Jose and Benjamin back in very good shape. Thanks for sharing the info. I'm just explaining why, when people wonder why you don't see this chess streamer streaming as much as they once did, it's because the whole ecosystem and the whole monetization process in a sense collapsed. What I would say is like where I think Levy and I were very smart though was a couple of things. Where I think Levy was very smart is that he realized he could build a base on YouTube, and he really actually focused on YouTube before like he was starting already to shift much more towards YouTube away from streaming before it was clear that the system wasn't going to remain the way that it was. And I think that was, I mean, whether it was by accident or whether it was good planning by Levy, he kind of saw the tea leaves. And then as far as I go, I mean, I actually signed my deal with Kick kind of very close to when some of the deals started drying up. Because I kind of also, in a way, like I had a feeling that things were not going to remain the same when the world got back to normal. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about happier topics. Let's take a look at some other games, some of the lower rated games. Let's take a look at this game. 1860 versus 1970. Probably bishop g5 and queen f4 makes sense, but it's already very hard to play. Get knight g5. Do I calculate lines? Yes, I am calculating lines here. I'm not looking at the exact what the computer's saying. I mean, f4 is a move, but black's going to go h6, and this knight is going to get trapped, or not trapped. You're going to lose the horsey. I think black should be winning in this game. So let's move on. Next game. Let's take a look. Take a look at this one. White is up a piece here. Do I not get nervous playing title players when 10,000 people are watching? Not really. At this point, no, I don't. Although I think in person is different than streaming, because like actually in the recent esports World Cup, many players are making blunders that I don't think they would have made if they were playing at home. And that doesn't apply to me. I think Magus was nervous. I think Ali Reza was nervous. I felt like many players are making mistakes they normally would not make. Okay, white's gonna go rook b7. I mean, some great quality here from a lot of these players. Yeah, really good stuff. Let's take a look at another game. Black should win this, but it's a tricky position. Push the P. Here goes the P. Here comes the P. Will I be on a C-squared podcast anytime soon? No, I already did it, I think, twice. I don't really have an interest to do it again. I actually, like, I thought what Fabiano said, I was really turned off by it also. What he said in the recent one about fans and like what he was saying about like Proctor, like I was really turned off. So I don't see a really a world where I'm gonna go on it again. I mean, there are a lot of things Fabiano said that kind of like really rubbed me the wrong way. You can't see the top guy. The top guy is currently Joseph Tear with 37 points currently. My headphones are I think they're HyperX headphones that I got them when I signed my esports org deal with Misfits, actually maybe 3 years ago now, because they're based here in Florida. So I got these headphones then, and they continue to work. I'll probably buy some new headphones in the near future, but for right now they're good enough. They're good enough. Okay, the game ends, white wins. Let's move around, another game. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this game. This guy from Sri Lanka, Isuru Ashakun. That looks like a Sri Lankan name. Actually, my stepfather's from Sri Lanka, so I want to watch this game for a second. White has the double op combo with the queen on h3, although black is double guarding the pawn with these knights. Rook d2 is a nasty move. You hit the bishop and you threaten to take on g2. It's a classic kebab. And of course, it's another 90-degree right triangle. It's another 90-degree right triangle. Hikaru, why do you add people on chess.com in Real Madrid or Barcelona? I don't know what your question. Are you saying like someone's a fan of Barcelona, I add them? If someone's a fan of Real Madrid, I add them? Because it's about chess, not about football. I have visited Sri Lanka one time. I went there like when I was 15 years old. Let's move on. Next game. Mismatch here. Black is better. You've got a rook for a knight. What? Oh! What is queen d7? Ouch. How many tropical shirts do I have? Probably about, I would say 12. I have probably about 12 tropical shirts. See what happens here. Oh, what team do I like? Oh, I like, obviously I like Barcelona. But I mean, I'm not a big soccer guy, so it's not a huge deal to me either way. Yeah, it's just not a huge deal for me. So, what do I think about the event? I'm loving the event so far. I know it's a little bit, some people wish I would play the event, but this is about you guys, the fans. Like, this is an event for you guys. I mean, this is an event that my team designed. I could have designed some event, literally like designed so I get all the money, but like, I mean, this is for you guys, so I'm enjoying the event. Like, I mean, I could have designed a silly event where it's like literally bullet chess for like 3 hours and maybe it's like 30 minutes of blitz, so I can ensure that I get all the money. But that obviously would not be the right thing to do. So there's this event for you guys, so I hope you're enjoying it, even if I'm not playing it. I mean, I could obviously I could, like, you know, this is a kick sponsor event. They give me the budget. I can design whatever event I want, but of course, oh man, that's a bad move, but will white see it? This is the hardest move to find in chess. Nope, he plays the wrong one. He's gonna win on time, but the hardest move in chess. Okay. Yeah, I think the hardest move in chess to see are backwards bishop moves, backward diagonal moves. I do believe this is the hardest type of move to find in chess. I don't know if it's like scientifically proven, but in my general experience, backwards bishop moves are the hardest moves to see. The hardest moves to see by far. Okay, let's find another game. Ooh, this looks like a big mismatch. Let's find a more balanced one. Here we go. This is a good matchup. 731 versus 697, pretty evenly balanced. Backwards knight moves are hard, but I feel like backwards bishop moves, maybe it's just in blitz, are very, very tough to find. Because we visually think it's a pawn and it doesn't move backwards, maybe. Backwards pawn moves are kind of hard to see. Backwards pawn moves are a little bit much. I mean, the only way I think you can see backwards pawn moves are if you play you play draft. The version of checkers where you can promote the pawns to king and then they jump back, or no, actually in draft, even if they're not promoted, you can jump backwards, right? So unless you play draft at a grandmaster level, I don't think you're going to think about pawns moving backwards. Get rook c2. Also, for any nice move, rook e7, classic kebab on the 7th rank. By the way, it's crazy, even when I watch these games, like, they blunder, but they still play pretty, I mean, for a 600 they play pretty good games. Draft and checkers are different, yes, because when you play checkers you can only capture backwards once you promoted. As I was saying, it's amazing, even 700s, like, they make big mistakes, but they still find some really good conceptual moves. Do I have a PhD? No. If I had a PhD, I would not be a top chess player, actually, because the amount of time required on chess means you don't have time to do that sort of stuff. But yeah, even in 700s, they don't play the best moves. Like, rook d1's better, but rook b1 is a very reasonable move to attack the pawns. Somehow I feel like these kind of streams when the streamer chats with the fans are low-key better. Entirely possible. Black's gonna win on time, white's too slow. Although it's actually, wait, no, it's 3-2. You gain time. There's not 0 ink. Rook d2, nice move. It's a little bit too late, but you can connect the towers on the 7th. Yeah, I would connect the towers. Connect the towers. No, wrong way. You need double stack on the 7th. Come on, restack the rooks on the 7th. Too slow. Okay, let's move on. Too slow. Next game. Okay, that's over. Next game. Let's take a look at this one. What's going on? The 860 is winning. Will he take with the queen? And now you push your p through. Will he push the p through or will he blunder? You should push your p straight through and get a second queen. Here's the link to join the tournament if you want to join. There's a link to join the tournament. Yeah, he's gonna push his p through, get a second queen to check the king. With 2 queens, it's too many. Good evening, Food for Worms. Hope you're doing okay. Food for Worms is such a weird username. Food for Worms. Eat food. I'll give you food for worms. That's like really weird. I don't like that trade-off. Okay, queen d8's it's not the best move, but it's still good enough. With 2 queens, there's so much firepower on the board here. Again, there are multiple checkmates here. We'll see which one white finds. But anyway, your mind works really fast. If you're going to be a good streamer, I think your mind has to work very fast at processing and connecting 2 and 2. I followed Chennai a little bit. The moment that Arjun lost to Nihal was kind of when I zoned out from the tournament, just because it no longer had any actual relevance for me. Because prior to that game, I was following Arjun very closely because he had a chance to potentially wow, great ladder from white. He had a chance to catch me on the rating spot, so I was kind of following. The moment he lost Nihal, I lost interest, and I haven't really followed it since. I saw A-Wonder got 2700, and then he got punked by Vincent today. I didn't look at the game closely, so I saw it, but not following very closely at all. Because watch this game. 1520 versus 1450. Okay, let's see what gets played here by black. 20 seconds. Tough position to play for both sides. White's trying to stop the checkmates here. Black's trying to attack. Very, very difficult. Oh, black can win here. Oh, he didn't go rook f5 to lift the rook. Rook f5 lifting the rook was winning. I have not been watching Hans's tournament. I mean, I know the results, but I have not been watching it at all. Let's see what happens here. It's like what, queen d3, rook d7 maybe. Very tough position to play for both sides here. I mean, just like St. Louis, I haven't been following St. Louis at all either. Actually, I don't think I've seen a single. I don't think I've seen a single game. I mean, other than maybe yesterday when I looked briefly at one of the games, I have not looked at any of the games from St. Louis either. Like streaming is already enough chess for me. So apparently, oh, there's a checkmate here. Yeah, he's not gonna bishop h2 and rook e1 is way too hard with 5 seconds on the clock. No way. Takes rook e3 maybe. Yeah, like rook e3. Rook e3 is a good move to hit both pawns. And rook e2, rook e3, it's all kind of the same. No Magnus, no Hikaru, no Alirez. It's a bit boring. Yeah, that's true actually. Talk. Yeah, let's go to another. Let's actually take a look at the main people. Wait, are they still? They're okay. They updated. Oh, Benjamin's on fire. Benjamin's on 50-51. Where's Jose? Jose on 44. Okay, let's watch Benjamin for a little bit. Yeah, rook g4 looks strong. Rook c7 strong. Multiple rook moves are strong. Many strong moves here. Maybe check. Maybe rook c1. This is winning, but it's not easy to prove. Okay, Benji's looking to sack the rook and go for glory here. Actually, I don't know why isn't Hikaru playing the St. Louis tournament, because I mean, not to diminish the event, but there's no point to playing for me. Why would I play the event? Why would I play? If I want to play Rapid and Blitz that has that I would find interesting, I'd play the FIDE World Rapid and Blitz Championship because there's at least a title to that. But there's really no other big reason other than play for the money, I guess, which obviously I make more money from streaming than I'm going to make from going there for a week. So what exactly is the reason? Also, I'm coming off back-to-back tournaments. I played both Freestyle in Vegas and the EWC, so I don't want to play a third tournament in a row either. So there are many reasons, but it's kind of like it just doesn't have value to me. And I really want, you know, with the candidates trying to qualify, I definitely want to kind of like save my energy for the qualifying tournaments that I'm going to be playing. See what Benjamin does. I don't like Benjamin's position here. Also, I mean, the other thing people I think don't realize is chess is very stressful. Streaming is not that stressful. Streaming is like you're relaxed, you're enjoying it. Playing chess is very, very stressful. Getting into time scrambles, like the stress of that is not fun. Like it's not fun. It's very nerve-wracking. You're always worried, you're always stressing, you get low on time, you're panicking, your hands might start shaking. Like, I mean, it's not fun. It's not fun. It's like very stressful. Like so let's see. See what Parthy. He plays queen c. White can fork, but then the king moves away. Oh, it's king c. Ah, it's a blunder because now the queen guards the tower. You're still attacking the rook, and you have rook c1 to win on the file. Very, very nice find by Benji. Very, very nice find. That's an all-star move from Benjamin Feingold here, and he's gonna win the game. Yeah, GG's. I can't continue. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Okay, he gets the win. Let's move along. Let's take a look at some other games. Let's take a look at this game. Two evenly matched players again. Oh, did I say Feingold? I meant Bach. Sorry, I said Feingold, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think I said Feingold, but yeah. I like all formats. I would say classical objectively is my preferred format, but the problem with classical chess is it requires so much more work, so much more preparation, so the amount of effort you have to put going in is much higher than Rapid and Blitz. So it's kind of catch-22. If I can just get into a game in classical, I love being able to think for 20-30 minutes, but the amount of work you have to put in before that it's very tough. So white's going to take the pawn on f7 here. Results are, what are the results? We have, okay, so it looks like, yeah, so it's going to be Benjamin and Jose. So, but if Jose gets second place, even since he won the first one, he's going to get the grand prize. He's going to get the grand prize. Oh, so let me refresh so I can accept some more friend requests before chess.com tries to delete all my friends. There we go. We get g3, rook a2. Okay, white just hung a knight somewhere. Oh, there's bishop e3, but this works too. So white resigns. I did watch the Fabiano podcast for anybody who's wondering. I did, and I did a reaction that'll be up on my YouTube channel the next day or two. I thought, I mean, truth be told, I mean, personally, I've known that Fabiano is very paranoid about cheating, the way a similar former world champion is, but he's been very good kind of at like it not becoming public. And I thought Danny actually Danny found a way of kind of bringing it out. So like for me, it's like I actually honestly was very surprised the podcast was published, because I don't think the podcast makes Fabi look good at all. I think Fabiano looks very paranoid. His explanation about like he just wants to play random opening ideas, or he doesn't trust the tournament, I mean, it was to me it was very, very bad. And I think it reflects very poorly on him. So I'm very surprised they released it, because to me it was very clear that Fabiano was saying like, I just think that all these kids are cheating. Basically, he just thinks the fact that he'll be like, I'll use Proctor for any event except Title Tuesday, I don't respect the event, I don't trust it. Like reading between the lines, he's basically saying like he just thinks all these FMs, all these kids are just cheating no matter what. And it's just very I don't know, to me it makes it, I don't know, it's really bad in my opinion. It's a really bad look, really bad look. Rook f3 is a good move, hits the bishop, hits the pawn here. King d8, you take. Well, but if it's your justification for underperforming, then actually you're not being honest in the first place, though. That's the problem. Because if it's your justification for underperforming, then it's actually not about Proctor. It's basically that you're acting like everyone's cheating, nothing's going to stop cheating. But in that case, don't even talk about it. Just don't play online at all. That's the problem with the whole thing. So we get rook b4 here. Let's see what get king c3, good move, trying to go bishop c7 and take the pawn on b6. Bishop b3 is played. Actually, bishop b3 is an excellent move here. Black's somehow going to guard all these pawns, and Black's going to win this game now. Could he have played bishop c5? Oh wait, no, the rook's hanging. Never mind. Black should win. Let's move on. Another game. Let's find some lower rated games. What do we have? Looking for something more balanced. There we go. White has an extra knight here. There's like queen h8, maybe queen f5 as well. No, today's a very chill stream. For anyone who's wondering why viewership's so much lower, it's much later. A lot of my viewers are actually usually from Europe, and also it's just kind of a slow day. Get b5, probably knight e3 here. You don't want to hang the pony. Very, very good move. Yeah, hey Alice Hammer, that was surreal. Yeah. White should win this game. Let's see if White has a good, or White 16-01. Of course White's gonna win. Let's take a look at this game. Oh, it's still going. Can Black win this? White has a lot more time actually. Gotta move, 6 seconds. Do I often watch Daniel stream? You mean Daniel Naroditsky? No, almost never actually. Almost never. Yeah, king b5 should be winning here. Now you're threatening c4, checkmate. c4 is going to explode. c4 is a very, very explosive move here. Move the rook anywhere, I think you win. Because now there's checkmate. There's also checkmate. Yeah, this king is completely stuck on b3. There's just nothing to do here for White. White's going to lose. He also streams way too late. Yeah, I actually these days I'm never awake when Daniel's streaming. Like I've not been awake later than 10 p.m. Eastern. 10 p.m. Eastern since, at least not since I got back from Saudi Arabia. So let's watch this game. Very balanced. Ooh, What is this? Black has 2 rooks and 2 bishops. White is a queen, knight, and 3 pawns. Very weird imbalance in this game. Benny. Rook a3, excellent move here. The 2 towers target the pony. But now bishop h6 is nice. It checks the king, and now black wins the knight. Black should win the game. Should win, but let's see. Black will win this game. Let's put this on. I need to use the restroom. Let me pull this game up. Black won on time. Brutal. Okay, let's pull up one game. I need to go use the restroom. I'll be right back in 1 second. Let's put this game up. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Checkmate. Right on cue. White wins the game. Let's see what the standings are. Okay, Benjamin. Ooh, Benjamin is pulling away. So actually, based off the standings, I think Jose or Mitraba are gonna have to catch him, or else he might win overall. It's gonna be a very, very close finish. Benjamin on 18.5 out of 19. He's really pulling away. Benjamin's gonna win this arena, I think, almost for sure now. If he wins like 2 or 3 more games, he's definitely gonna win. It's going to be very, very interesting to see who actually wins overall. Because this 1186 going to win with black. Black's going to win or not? King D1's a nice move. Now you take. Will I represent Falcons in the next EWC? I mean, almost certainly. Almost certainly. I mean, basically, let's put it this way. Unless some random billionaire like Elon Musk comes out and wants me to represent his group, I'll be playing for Falcons. Let's put it that way. So, yeah. He sets up the ladder. Really nice. Everybody knows these concepts, even 1100s. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let's pull up another game. Let's pull this one up. This looks pretty balanced. White's gonna win. Okay, right on cue. Let's move along. This one looks even. 2430 versus 2350. Okay, 96. Black's only up 1 pawn, but white has so many weaknesses here. You've got like 1 weakness, 2 weakness, 3 weakness, 4 weaknesses. Andrew got weaknesses on the 2nd rank. So many weaknesses everywhere here for white. So many weaknesses. He will stream Title Tuesday into his 50s. I don't think I will, you guys, but I have no intention of stopping streaming anytime soon. Basically what I would say is my view is that I figure in streaming I've got at least 2 or 3 more years left in me, at least. I will say though, as players become more and more paranoid, I do have concerns about whether Title Tuesday is gonna survive beyond my career, I guess you could say. Maj just erase her retirement plans on the calendar. Good one. Good one. Yeah, that's a good one. King B1 here. Let's see what black does. Black has kind of misplayed this a little bit, by the way. It's a little bit tricky to play. Black's still doing very well, but let's see what we got. Black is winning, but very tricky position to play. Very tricky. All he has is big. Wow, he finds E3. Now you take, and now everything collapses. Or actually, there's still Rook F2 at the. There's still Rook F2 at the end, and everything's hanging on this side. It's not so simple, actually. You go. There's still Rook F2, and everything hangs on this edge of the board. Yeah, there's still Rook F2, and yeah, everything's hanging on this edge. Everybody's so good now. Everybody's so good. Even this game, there are mistakes, but they're ooh. Wait, is there some checkmate? Maybe not. White's ooh. It's like, oh, you can even take the pony, but H6 also looks I mean, everything looks. What? What the fudge is Knight C? As soon as I say they're playing a good game, we get this Knight C4 move that. What the fudge is Knight C4? Oh, I guess he saw checkmate. He saw mate on C1. I guess actually, yeah. So no, I understand. He saw checkmate on C1, so he moved the knight. Okay. Okay, but now there's King C1 and the game goes on. King A1 forces black to stop checkmate though, so black will find Queen G8, and now black wins. Hilarious. Okay, black is winning here, but you gotta dodge checkmate. Dodge checkmate. Dodge checkmate. Hey, dodges checkmate. Now he'll win. Yeah, because now you dodge checkmate, so you're safe. I would have liked to have seen King H3. That would have been much trickier. Watch this game. Okay, game ends. Oh no, there goes the queen. Oh no. Oh man, I lost 1,000,000 games because of mouse slips. I mean, that's your own fault. You got to learn, you know, chess is an esport. You got to be able to move and not hang pieces. Like, come on. It's like, I mean, we're not talking about StarCraft here where you have to be really, really good. I mean, come on. Your APM doesn't have to be insane. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. Have you guys seen StarCraft? I mean, their APM is insane. And meanwhile, in chess we make what, like very few clicks per minute? And it's like literally like you mouse slip. Sorry, Hikaru. I know I'm just mad. It's frustrating. Oh, I mean, chess is a very angry game. I know the feeling very well. Chess makes you very angry. What do I think about Dudo's mouse slip in the Esports World Cup? I mean, it sucks, but it happens kind of. Like, it sucks. I love StarCraft, so I wish I played it more. I mean, StarCraft is the OG esport game. It's the OG game. I mean, I love StarCraft. I never really played SC2, but I mean, like, I love Brood War. Like what, Rook C8, Rook C3, Rook B8, Rook B2, also good. Like, so many good moves by all these players. 3-2 is very slow, maybe. Yeah, maybe it should have been 3-0 as well, but I mean, whatever. It's still fun. Yeah, I guess with 3-2, it's much harder to cheese, actually. So, like, if you're behind the way that the players are right now, like the way that Benjamin is dominating at the moment, you're not going to catch up. Like, Jose is in real danger of not winning right now, by the way. Jose is in real danger. Real danger, I think, of not winning overall. Because if Benjamin wins here, he's going to have first and fourth. Jose is going to have first and fifth. Jose is going to be behind, actually. Jose will be behind if he doesn't pass Yosef, or maybe it's going to be a tie, actually, because, like, this guy's under 2,800. It's 2,900 plus, so this guy actually is under. So he's gonna probably win this one. It might be a tie, actually. They might split the prize money. Let's watch this one, a heavy battle matchup. Hikaru played Magus and Blitz sometime. I mean, I kind of played Magus in Title Tuesday yesterday. You might have missed it, but I played him in Title Tuesday, so I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Have I tried day trading SPX? No, and I will not do that. Rook D2 is checkmate here. Yeah, GG. What do we have? Another game? Let's move on. Yeah, Rook E5 and it's a draw. Okay, very professional draw in this game. Move on. Only 23 minutes left in this arena, so I think... Yeah, I think Jose is in real trouble here, by the way. Jose is in real trouble. He's barely had a Kakparov. Let's see what Kakparov is doing. Kakparov's not going to win this game, though. This is going to be a draw. Take a look at the other games. 1100 versus 1000. Black. White's up with bishop here, but black is threatening to checkmate on the king side. This looks very dangerous. Did you just watch me play? Yes, I did, Echo Scald. I was watching your game. I was watching your game, correct. Yes. Do an event for untitled players. I could do that too, but I feel like it's a little bit unfair to titled players. It's like reverse elitism. Okay, what's going on? Ubi D is playing against Wheeze. Okay. Oops, he didn't play Queen E4. What am I doing? See what black does here. 1000 versus 1106. Darling. Oh, Queen D1 was checkmate. Come on, dude. Queen D1 was checkmate. The king can't escape. White has to block and oh, that's so bad. That's just so bad. That's just so bad. That's just completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Although black's back in the game now if black finds the right move here. He misses a second opportunity. G4, checking the king, and you take the bishop and you're back in business. Rook F8, very bad move. Very bad move. Now king G4, and now I think Ubi D is going to lose the game. King F5 now, and now the king runs in and eats up everything. Yeah, king F5 played. Not king F3 allowing G4. And now the white king is just gonna go hunting. Nope. Now white is able to preserve the extra bishop. The main one against Daniel was from yesterday's stream. You should be able to find it pretty easily. Okay, 7, nice move. Take the juicer here. White's gonna collect all the pawns on the queen side and just run it up. Although, actually, black has 2 pawns going at the board fast as well. You gotta start pushing your P. Oh. Rook F6 was checking you win the tower. Okay, these guys are missing stuff. This is what I'm used to seeing when I watch 1100s play chess, by the way. Okay, now white pushes a pawn, but it's way too late. Maybe not too late, actually. Let's see, is it too late or not? No! Oh no. I mean, okay. This is actually a draw with perfect play, but I think black will win the game still. Maybe not. This is actually what I'm used to seeing. I still think I think anybody could win this game. Anybody could win this game. Anybody could win this position. Don't take the pawn. Oh no! Oh, he set it up so beautiful to go rook b5 and win the queen. Ugh. Ugh. No! Oh my god. So bad. So bad. So bad. This is how I play chess? Yes. Dude, your laughter sounds like a smoker cough? Okay. Yes. Okay, black resigns the game. Ay. Ay, ay, ay. That's probably the best game we've covered so far. That was a good game. I was wondering where those 1000s were. Like, all these guys are playing such good chess, and yeah, we finally see a proper game full of blunders. Let's move on. I guess too serious. Take a look at the standings. Okay, Benjamin's still doing well. Jose trying, but Jose's ahead of Kakparov. Very, Kakparov and Mitrova. Very, very close. If Jose finishes 4th, I think this is 3rd because 2760 doesn't count for 2900. He will win the overall prize. So it's going to be a very, very close finish. Okay, if black queen's the pawn, there's a checkmate with rook a8 here. Let's see what Songbird Garden does. Looks like white's going to win the game. I blundered 9 pawns in one game. That's not good. That's not good. I find Hikaru's voice very calming and I enjoy watching it. Thank you. That's good to hear. Great. Who is Kakparov? That's Gary Kakparov from Poland. Yes. Okay, black's gonna lose on time, I guess. So follow this game. Get c4. Yeah, black's just gonna push the piece straight through. Am I gonna watch Taylor Fritz later? I didn't even know he was playing. I don't know what tournament he's playing in. Plenty of potential for big blunders in this game. Plenty of potential. How's my experience in Morocco? Amazing. Amazing. Still potential for tricks. Yeah, now white. Oh, king e4 would have drawn the game. Such a bad game by both players. But let's move on. Let's take a look at this one. You don't want to get ice skatered here. There's a big ice skater threat for black. Rook e3 is a good move. Stops the ice skater because you cover the square. Yeah, it should be over in a second. Take a look at the results. Okay, Joseph Taylor's on a big streak now, so Kakparov on a streak. Jose, by the way, right now is in line to not. Benjamin's in line to win the event, I believe. Okay, white wins by resignation. Okay, let's follow the top game. So this is actually very, very close right now. Jose is in real trouble. He's currently number 5. Like it's very I think Benjamin's gonna win the event. But let's watch Jose for a bit. Is Jose gonna win this game? Yeah, Jose's trying to win games quickly, but there's Queen G6 here. Still winning, but it's a little bit tricky. He's trying to win this game fast because of the time situation. He's gonna win here. Let me pull this up just to take a look at the results. If this will ever load. It's not gonna load. Okay, so I just want to take a look at these results, you guys. Let me pull this over. So if we take a look at the results, I'm just looking at the results here very briefly. Jose won. Second was Mitraba. Benjamin Bach was third. Okay, so let me refresh. It's yeah, I just want to look at this very quickly. Benjamin was fourth. Or Benjamin was third, and Kakparov. Let me make a note. The Kakparov was fourth. So let me make one quick note. This was the original event. Jospim, Mitraba, Bach, Kakparov, Yosef. Okay. Let me pull up the actual event again. Let's pull this up. Okay, let's take a look at the games. Okay, so right now I think Benjamin's gonna win. Benjamin was in third place, but actually Jocelyn just won a couple of quick games, so it's gonna be very, very close finish. Very, very close finish here at the top. So let's take a look at the games. Actually, I'm gonna watch these top guys. Let's watch Kakparov. Let's see how he's doing right here. Why in a few videos white background and some videos orange? Are you changing rooms? Yes, of course, obviously. Zura is under 2,900, so he's the top player for the under 2,900 prize. There's a prize for 2,500 or 24. Is it 25? I think it's 2,500, 28.99. He counts for that prize category, not the top prize category. That's why he doesn't count. So he's currently leading in that category. So let's see how he's doing. Is he anywhere near the top? He is right here. He's 28.67. So he's doing okay, but there are a lot of people ahead of him in this one. Like there's Subham who's ahead of him. There's Elliot Anderson on Twitch who's ahead of him. There's 3, 4. There are at least 5 guys ahead of him right now. At least 5 guys ahead of Zura in this one. So he might not get the overall prize either. So it's gonna be a really, really big finish. It's gonna be a really, really big finish. Benjamin's gonna win this one for sure, though, unless something really insane happens here. But besides the overall prize, I don't know how it's gonna work. But okay, let's move on. Let's watch Jose's game, because Jose is kind of on a streak. He has potential here, maybe. Oh, it's a big game too. Jose is black. Let's see what happens. White's apparently better here. Jose trying to move really fast here. Trying to move really, really fast. There's always King G2 here to force a trade as well. King G2 at some point. Apparently Knight D5 is strong as well. Ooh, Knight D5 could be a big problem actually, because takes FE4 and then White's winning material. I don't know why these guys are playing so fast, by the way. Yeah, Knight D5 could be very strong. King G2 of course is the other obvious move as well. This is a big game too for the overall standings. If Jose doesn't win this game, it's almost a lock that he's gonna get third, I think. Although we've got Yosef. Let's watch Yosef's game. Yosef is losing. Yosef is losing. Black queens and wins the game here, because there's King C4, King C5. You bring the king back and you catch the pawn. Okay, so this means Benjamin's, oh, he blunders it. Wow. Benjamin's gonna win though, because this is gonna kill his streak. So Benjamin's gonna get the win. Jose makes a draw, so everyone's right behind him. It's gonna be a draw. Benjamin just lost his streak too. See what happens. Jose makes another quick draw with Benjamin. Okay, so Jose's definitely gonna win now. Okay, maybe Benjamin's not going to win now, because Yosef's going to win this game. Maybe Gore's going to use all his time up here though. Okay, I would be using my, the thing is Yosef's moving too fast here a little bit. King C3, maybe just Queen F2 or Queen G2. Wait, King C2 was a draw? No, it wasn't a draw. Okay. I think this might be a draw anyway. What is Rook's? That's bizarre. Okay, weird. Okay, so let's take a look at what's happening at the end here. So let's refresh. Jocelyn gets another draw to get to 66, so he's trying to get third place. Benjamin's definitely gonna get shared first, so he's gonna have first and third. Jose's gonna have first and third, as it looks like right now, but Mitraba's on a streak, so let's watch Mitraba. Mitraba needs to win this game actually, because Mitraba could also win too. Mitraba had second place in the first event, so if Mitraba gets second and second, he will tie Benjamin. So it's a very, very close finish here between these two players specifically. Very, very close finish here. If they tie, we should do Armageddon. I think it's just going to be a chopped prize. But yeah, right now Jose is first and third, which makes 4 points. Benjamin is at first and third, which makes 4 points. So right now it's a tie for the overall prize for the top players between Benjamin and Joseph or Jose. But if Mitraba somehow passes Jose, then Mitraba will have 2 second place, and he'll tie instead with Benjamin. It should be winning for black. It's a question of whether he can win in time. If Mitraba wins this game though, he's probably gonna win if he can win this game before it's too late. Let's watch this game specifically, because this game has all the marbles on the table. That's just a blunder. You can take and go King B8. Yeah, or this. Let's see, can Mitraba win this quickly? Knight C5, of course. Or actually not so easy. Rook C8. Yeah, now it should be winning. Just Knight C5. Yeah, Mitraba's gonna win this game, but will he win it quickly enough? It's gonna be a big finish here. Knight b7 is good enough just to cover up the king. Now it's bishop b4. Ugh. Now you have to take the pawn. Yeah, it's still good, but now this game's gonna drag on. Like rook d7, rook d8, I guess. Now rook d8's strong. Oh, there's bishop d6. Mitraba chokes it away, trying to win this game too quickly. He might still win though, but let's see. Jose won his game quickly, by the way. So it looks like it's going to be a tie between Benjamin and Jose. Because Mitraba messed it up here. He should have won this game, but he messed it up. He's trying to move too fast. Okay, king c6. Still chance to win. Mitraba's thinking on white's time here as well. Okay. I would go to b5 and a5 here. King a5. Very, very close finish here. Renato also on a big streak too. I don't think Renato is in the top 5 though, so it's not quite the same. Okay, big move here. Big move. So Mitraba's going to win this game. Is he going to win it in time is the question. It doesn't look like he's going to win it in time. He's going to win this game, but it's taking him too long. Although the tiebreaker is most games played, I think. I think it's most games, or maybe it's the biggest streak actually. I don't know. I know I'm following the top games, but it's kind of interesting to watch this unfold at the end here. So just take the knight, of course. And rook c8 I would play. Rook c8 should be good, right? Oh, bishop e4 is the only move here. Wow. Wow, he finds the only good move. Oh, it's because there's rook d5. What am I talking about? Rook d5 is not hard to see. Yeah, now rook c8, and now the game goes on. Yeah, Mitraba's gonna win. Let's see who's Jose playing. Jose is gonna win though. Yeah, Jose is gonna win. So unless his opponent stalls him out. Yeah, Jose gets the win. Mitraba, so Jose is pretty much guaranteed. Yeah, Jose is guaranteed here at least to get third. So it's gonna be a tie between I think third, unless Renato catches him in time. Renato's on a big streak too, actually. Okay, so let's see what happens. Let's take a look at these games. Who's Benjamin playing? Is Benjamin playing Jose? Jose's gonna get a cheesy extra point. Or is Benjamin gonna stall him out here? Benjamin could stall him out. Wait, Benjamin could stall him out and potentially ruin his tournament. Wait, if Benjamin's playing game theory, he should not move here. Wait, if Benjamin's playing game theory, he should stall out, and basically this means if any of these other two guys win. Oh, wait, Benjamin should stall it out because then Jose could end up in 4th place and Benjamin wins overall. Benjamin's gonna do him really dirty here. He's gonna stall it out and Jose's gonna have to resign here. So if Mitraba or Renato can somehow catch Jose, he should actually resign here, I think. Benjamin's gonna stall him out to try and get the $250 clear. Oh, but Mitraba only makes a draw, so it's not gonna matter. Mitraba only makes a draw, so it's not gonna matter, I think. Unless Renato can somehow win. Oh, one of these guys needs to win the game quickly. One of these guys needs to win the game quickly. What are they doing? Yeah, Benjamin's gonna stall him out here on purpose and hope that it's good enough, but it's not gonna be good enough because Renato's not gonna... These guys don't know what they're doing. One of them is gonna have to resign here. One of them's got to resign. Or they take the... Why aren't they taking a draw against each other, actually? Who's Ronaldo? We're talking about Renato, not Ronaldo. I mean, they should take a draw at the very least. I don't understand why they're playing on, by the way. Unless one of them's going to resign here. How many moves do they play? They play 28 moves. I think you can offer a draw at 30, right? You can offer a draw at 30. I would probably offer a draw here, but I guess it's not going to matter. It's going to work out for Jose, even though he got cheesed hard by Benjamin. Benjamin just cheesed him so hard. Benjamin just literally sat on the position. That's really funny, actually. Yeah. It's over, right? Wait. Wait, what? Oh, okay, okay. 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 For a second I was like, wait a second, what's going on there? Are you joking? So alright, so that's the end of the event. Now I think for the top group at least we will know the standings. I believe that Jose has a first and third place, and Benjamin has a first and third place. So Jose won the earlier the Swiss. Benjamin got third place in that one, and this one Benjamin gets first, winning the arena. Jose gets third, so they're gonna split first place. Joseph Ter had fifth before, so I can actually do some math. He gets fifth / second, so he'll have 7. Let me see. Who was next was Renato, who was not in the top 5. There's Mitraba, who had 2nd and 5th. So actually it looks like the tie for it looks like there's going to be a tie for the second prize as well between Joseph Ter and Mitraba. So that's going to be the top four prize. So basically Jospim, so if I pull up the prizes, this means that Jospim and Jospim and Benjamin are going to chop 450, so they're both going to get 225, and then 150 plus 75, so I've been streaming for a while, 225 divided by 2, so I think they're both going to get 225. And then it looks like Mitraba and Joseph Ter will each get $112.5. So they're gonna chop up the top 4 prizes, I believe, if my math is correct. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's how it's gonna work for the top prize. The rest I don't know about, but that of course is the end of the Hikaru's second edition of Chess for the Masses. Obviously the prizes are still pending. I believe I got the top ones right, but all the other ones are pending. Chess.com will of course run through the results, run through the games, do their anti-cheat, everything else, and eventually we will pay out the prize. It could be quite a while. It could be like up to a month, I think, maybe a little bit more than that, depending on how quick Chess.com is. But anyway, that's going to do it for our second edition of Chess for the Masses. I do hope you guys have enjoyed the stream today. I'm not going to be streaming